Hey scientists, today we're going to talk about how we write a CER when we're doing a presentation, also known as how to break up a big, huge block of text. All right, so let's get going. All right, what in the world is a CER? Well, a CER is made up of claim, evidence, and reasoning. And a lot of people think that if I have to put a CER, I have to put it all together. I have to put it all on one slide. Well, wait a minute here. A presentation isn't supposed to have all the information on one slide. It's supposed to be spread out in small, bite-sized little chunks and using visuals. So your voice is what carries on the bulk of the information, right? We know this. The best presentations would be memorized. I'm just talking to you without using anything at all. But if you need something to help cue you, you can either use the presentation itself or, handy trick, use a note card. But you can't talk about 500 things with one note card, and you don't want to read off the slide itself. So how do you do a CER? Oh, you break it into pieces. So you could start with a claim. Remember, a claim is a statement of what you are trying to prove. For science, I would think the claim, maybe it's a complete piece. Maybe it's just a little snippet of your claim and your voice fills in the rest of the information. Then you could do the evidence. Notice how the evidence is in quotation marks because most of the time, evidence is a quote from a text or a video. You also could interview an expert and use someone speaking as a quote. And we did data from an investigation. Those are all forms of evidence. There are other ones too, but those are kind of the main ones we use. But if you're going to quote an Amoeba Sisters video, you would put it in quotations. You'd probably want to keep this block of text together. This might be your longest chunk in your entire presentation. But if it's a really long quote, you probably could split it into two pieces with some visuals and make it interesting. But the evidence, right, that's a big block of text. Your voice maybe isn't going to fill in the rest of the information. But when we get to your reasoning, we should go back short again, right? Chop it up, explain why that evidence matches the claim, why it's proving what you need it to prove, using your voice to fill in the information with a note card or memorized, and not a huge big block of text. Because honestly, nobody wants to read a big block of text. Nobody wants to read it in a presentation. Nobody wants to read it all like one big, huge, giant paragraph that makes an entire essay on a page. No. Splitting things into chunks gives the audience a break, whether they're reading a paper or a website or a presentation. But nobody wants to read this entire big thing. No, they don't. Well, thank you very much, scientists. Good luck with your